Sup nerds, today we have Purple Hybrid versus Magnamon Armor, the Paildramon variant. Tanner won the die roll, starts off by hatching Demi Vmon, evoing into Wormmon, evoing into X Vmon for 2. Ben hatches Cupid, evos into Uko for 1. And plays Koichi for 3, draws 1, trashes 1. Trashes the new Koichi, the 4-cost tamer. Alright, Tanner just stays in the back and plays a Davison Kin for 4. Ben promotes, triggers Uko, reveals top 3. Adds the Gazimon. And then hatches another Cupimon. Evos into the promo Ukomon for 0. And then plays Gazimon to choke Tanner to 1. Tanner just stays in the back, plays another Davison Kin. Ben promotes, hatches, gains a memory, and then triggers the other Ukomon to Scourge top 3 again. Adds Ignitemon. Evos into the Ignitemon and raising. Plays Pertmimbu, Scourges top 4. Adds Duskmon. Puts a Jack Raid on top, makes sense. Starts turning him sideways. Dies, triggers QP. Discards a mat to gain a memory. Plays another purple memory boost to choke Tanner to 1, Scourges top 4. Adds the Velgar. So he's got both pieces of the puzzle now. Alright, Tanner stays in back but uses 1 Davison Kin to play Wormmon. Scourges top 3, adds the Vmon to hand. Uses the other Davison Kin, plays Vmon. Scourges and adds the Paildramon. Evos in Paildramon for 2 to choke Ben to 1. Ben promotes, triggers Uko again, adds Mervamon. And hatches Cupimon. Pops him in boost, goes to 3. Starts turning him sideways. 2k, 1 check. Doesn't die. That is a small Digimon. Swings, also lives. Pops him in boost to go to 5. Evos into Duskmon for 3. Changes Paildramon to purple. Evos into Velgar for 1. They both mill top 3 cards. He gains memory from the Death Slinger. He gains 6k, so he's 13k for 1 check. Survives. This is a misplay here from Ben. He would tell you the same. He triggers the end of attack effect to delete the Paildramon to then try to delete all of Tanner's lowest level. Unfortunately, the deletion is actually a cost. So because the Paildramon has Armor Purge, if Tanner just uses Armor Purge here, it stops the deletion from happening and then the rest of the effect just fizzles, basically. For lack of a better word. Yeah. Yep, Sag. Right here, Ben realizes he thought he was big brain here. If it wasn't a cost, that would be lit, because he could just force the Armor Purge and then kill both Rickies. But what he should have done, made the Wormmon purple and popped the Wormmon to attempt to pop Paildramon. The Paildramon Armor Purges, but he at least outs one of the bodies. And he plays another Gazimon to choke Tanner to 1. Both Digimon return to Tanner's hand at the end of Ben's turn. He promotes, triggers Kin Davis, plays Vmon, Scourges, max value, Paildramon, and another Kin Davis. Plays Wormmon off the other one, Scourges top 3, adds another Paildramon. Evos in Paildramon for 2 memory. Triggers end of turn DNA, DNA's into Paildramon. Taps both Kin Davises to gain 1 memory apiece and also strip 3 sources apiece under all of Ben's Digimon. He would gain a memory here from the X Vmon, but Ben has a Gazimon on the field. So it just strips the entire field, stuns everything, and suspends it. Alright, so Tanner swings over the Uko and then unsuspends. Swings over the Gazi. Hammer Sparks to go to 2. Evos into Togomogumon for 2 memory. That is actually a really good card for this matchup specifically. You can just put that on the field. If they ever swing with their Duskmon, they'll Evo into Velgar with turn player priority, and then after they mill and all that stuff, Togomogumon will strip the top source of the Velgar, which will be the Duskmon, so they'll lose their Tamer play for free. And if they have something without sources, you can keep that from attacking or blocking. Alright, and Tanner just plays another Kin Davis to set Ben to 4. I probably wouldn't have done that. I personally probably just would have hard passed here just to give him 1 less memory, but Ben evos into Ukomon and raising for 1, then plays Louis for 3, triggers Louis, promotes the Uko, taps Louis to gain a memory, triggers Uko, scorches top 3. Adds the Gabumon, and then hatches Cupimon. Evos into Gabumon. Shocker. So, Ben turns his card sideways before asking what Togumogumon does. So he kind of gets wrecked here. He obviously was trying to gain a memory off the Cupimon inheritable, but Togumogu strips the top source, so it strips the Cupimon and then just blocks. So it just kills the Ukomon for free. Wrecked. That's not a card that sees a lot of play, so it's understandable that Ben doesn't know exactly what it does. Alright, and Ben plays Matt for 4, sets Tanner to 3, and adds the Duskmon to hand. Tanner hatches Demi-Vmon. The Togumogumon does go back to his hand. He triggers 1 Kenan Davis, plays Wormmon, scorches top 3. Adds XV. Another Kenan Davis. Or Davis and Ken, whatever. Plays Vmon. Evos in XVmon for 1 memory. Evos into Togumogu for 2. DNAs into Paildramon. Gains a memory from XV, and then gains 3 more memory from Triple Davis and Ken. Evos into Vmon and raising for free. So that stuns Ben's board again. Nothing to strip, but he stuns the board again. Alright, so he swings over the Ignite, draws 1, and unsuspends. Swings at security with jamming, draws another one. Swings at security, jamming, unsuspends. Swings, jamming again, checks arrivals. They both have partition, which is really bad. So it plays XVmon and Lydramon. HPDs, that card should go to 0. I don't know why it's still at 1. So suspends the Lydramon they just played back out for free. Evos into Magna X for 0. Triggers Magna X's effect to unsuspend, gain 3k, and gain immunity. DNA's a Paildramon for free and gains a memory from the XVmon. Stuns Ben's board again, even though it's already stunned. Swings and then unsuspends, jamming. Swings again, and then swings for game. So Tanner does take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the purple hybrid deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below. And also, we do have a community Discord now, so if you're interested in joining that, link will also be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so Ben chooses to go first for game 2. Makes sense, he's playing purple hybrid. Hatches Cupid, Evos and Uko for 1. Tanner hatches Minomon, which is interesting that he's playing a 5th Tama. Evos into Vmon. Then Evos into Lydramon for 2 to choke Ben to 1. Ben promotes, triggers Uko, scorches top 3. Adds Kaiser Leomon to hand. Hatches Cupid. Swang on him, 2k, 1 check. Survives. Evos and Uko for 1 to go to 0. Plays Koichi for 3, draw 1, trash 1. Trashes the Kaiser. Alright, Tanner promotes. Swings over the Ukomon, draws 1 from the Vmon. So Tanner will gain a memory off the Minomon inheritable, and Ben trashes Deathslinger to gain a memory as well, so it just evens out. Hammer Sparks to go to 4. Plays XV for 4, goes to 0. DNAs into Dino B for 0, gains a memory from XVmon. Swing Security, draws 1 from Vmon. It's 11k, but it has jamming, doesn't matter, survives. Activates Return, Evos into Magna X, and then unsuspends, gains immunity, all that stuff. So he's 15k, immune AF, and Return obviously delays. Ben promotes, triggers Uko. Adds Promo Uko. Hatches Cupid. Evos into Promo Uko. Plays Louis for 3, promotes, gains a memory from Louis, gains a memory from Promo Uko, and hatches. Evos into Ukomon for 1 memory. Right, Tanner hatches Demi-Vmon. Evos into Vmon. Swing Security, jamming, draws 1 from Vmon, unsuspends, gains immunity. Swings again. He should actually draw another card off Vmon here, so we have our first check. Checks arrivals on this check. Unfortunate that it wasn't the first check. It would have at least forced the Magnex to Armor Purge. Alright, and Tanner Evos and Elijahmon for 2 to choke Ben to 1. Ben promotes, taps Louis to gain a memory, triggers one of the Ukos, reveals top 3. It's 3 Jack Raid, so he can't add anything. Hatches, searches again, adds Kaiser Leo. Also gain a memory from the promo Uko. So I would not have left my Magna X unsuspended here. I know that Tanner's trying to run Ben down, but he has such control of this game that if he just leaves his Magna X unsuspended each turn, it's going to be really difficult for Ben to kill him very quickly. So Ben turns him sideways. So Magna X unsuspends, gains another 3k. Ben triggers Cupimon, trashes a card, gains a memory. Swings Ukomon. I'm not 100% sure why Tanner's not blocking here. Maybe he's hoping that the Ukomon survives so Ben doesn't get their on deletion effects. So he triggers Demi Mirror, draws 1, trashes 1. Swings again. It dies. He triggers Cupimon. Discards Ignite-mon, gains another memory. Pops a Min Boost, goes all the way to 7. Plays Merva. Digicrosses with Ignite-mon. Plays double Kaiser Leo. Gains 1 memory from the Ignite-mon, so he maintains turn because she Digicrosses for 8. Unfortunately for Ben, he thinks he has game here, but Tanner has a Minimon in his sources, which is an all turns effect, and he will gain a memory here if he deletes any Digimon by battle. So he swings and gains a memory. Ben did think he had lethal there, which he was very close to. If he had 1 more memory, he would have been fine. So Tanner promotes the Paildramon. So the Kaiser Leo has Retail, and it has Blocker along with Mervamon, due to Mervamon's effects. So he swings with the Paildramon and draws 1 from Vmon. It's 6k at security. Ben blocks, and Tanner armor purges. So Tanner swings at security, draws a card with Vmon. It does have jamming. So because of the Minimon inheritable and the Dino B inheritable, Ben can't really block with the Kaiser Leomon here, unfortunately, because the Dino B inheritable, the Minimon inheritable, and the Kaiser Leomon retail, all 3 of those effects will trigger simultaneously, but Tanner is turn player, so Dino B and Minimon will activate first, and Dino B will trash the top card of his security before the Kaiser Leo retail will get a chance to activate, and by that point, Magnamon X will be already unsuspended and immune, assuming Tanner activates the effect, which obviously he would. So retail wouldn't even do anything, so he would just run it over, trash the top card for free, unsuspend, and then swing again for another check. So Ben is forced to just not block here. So it checks, gains 3k and unsuspends, and the battle happens, and he runs over the 12k. So Tanner swings again here, but he swings at security this time. I think this was 100% a misplay. He should have swung over the Mervamon. We have another Chet here. He should have drawn another card off the Vmon inheritable. But if he swings over the Mervamon, the Dino B triggers, and he trashes that top card anyway while outing the Mervamon or the Kaiser Leomon. I think Ben would potentially block with the Kaiser Leo. I'm not sure what's in his hand to save the Mervamon, but either way, his top card of security is getting trashed as opposed to being checked here, as well as him losing a body. So I think checking the security is just 100% a misplay. And he ends up getting very punished for it because it's a Matashita, plays itself out of security, adds the Gazimon back from Ben's trash, and now Ben has a memory setter, so Tanner can't even choke him to 1. Alright, and Tanner evos in a Togemogumon for 3 memory. Alright, so Ben's turn at 3. So Ben swings security here. The Togemogumon should trigger first before the check happens. It would strip the top source of the Mervamon, which is the Ignite-mon. And this isn't necessarily a Chet, but you guys will see what I'm talking about. So the check is Davis and Ken. Very cool. Magna X triggers, unsuspends, gains immunity, gains 3k. So the Togemogumon should have targeted one of Ben's Digimon with no sources and made it to where it can't attack or block until the end of Ben's turn. He could legally pick the Kaiser Leomon, so this isn't 100% Chet, but he obviously, if he remembered the effect, would have targeted the Mervamon to where the Mervamon couldn't swing. So Ben evos in a Duskmon for 2 memory. Targets a Togemogu, makes it red. Swing security, triggers the when attacking effect. Evos and a Paildramon from trash for free. They both mill 5 cards. He gains memory off Deathslinger. So 17k, he blocks. Gains memory from the Koichi inheritable. Plays the Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1. Trashes a Gazi, and then swings for game. Obviously, Tanner did not declare the effect of Togumogumon, and he could have legally targeted the Kaiser, so it's not a Chet. But if he had correctly done it, he could have targeted the Mervamon. But if Ben has another 3-cost Evo hybrid in his hand, he just Evos on top of the mat and swings for game anyway, so I'm not 100% sure it even mattered. But Ben does take game 2 by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Alright, so both players are aware they have less than 6 minutes for this game, so they're going to play at a pretty quick rate. Tanner makes Ben go first, which I'm actually surprised by. Ben hatches Cupid, Evos, and Uko for 1. Tanner hatches and then plays Davis, gets max value. Ben promotes, triggers Uko. Adds the Duskmon. Hatches Cupid. Evos into Gabu. Alright, and then Ben just drops a Gabu and a Gazi to set Tanner to 3. Tanner Evos and a Wormmon. Plays Davis and Ken, chucks Ben to 1. Ben promotes. Triggers Uko, scorches top 3. Adds the Uko. Hatches Demimeramon. Evos and Uko for 1. Alright, Ben starts turning him sideways. 1k, 1 check. Dies, triggers Cupid. Discards a Velgar, gain a memory. 2k, 1 check. Dies, triggers Cupid. Discards Merva, gains another memory. Plays Louis for 3, promotes Uko, taps Louis to gain a memory, triggers Uko, scorches top 3. He really wants to add the mat, but he remembers he does not have another rookie in his hand, I'm assuming, so he adds the Gabumon. Hatches Cupid. Evos in a Gabumon. Swings Uko, 2k. It dies. He triggers Zumimera, draw 1, trash 1. Trashes a Duskmon. Swings 1k. Lives. No effect, but it does delay. Swings 2k. It dies. And then plays Perp Memory Boost, scorches top 3. Or top 4, I'm sorry. Whiffs, but whatever. He didn't want to see those cards anyway, I don't think. Tanner promotes, triggers Davis and Ken, plays Vmon, scorches top 3. Adds the Paildramon. Evos and Paildramon for 2 memory. Activates Hammer Spark, goes to 2. Evos and Paildramon for 3. Triggers end of turn DNA. DNA's into Paildramon. Taps Davis and Ken to go back to 0. Stuns Ben's board. Swings over the Gabu and unsuspends. Activates Return. Eva's in a Magna X for 2. Ben's turn at 2. Alright, so they are officially in turn. So Ben is turn 0, Tanner's turn 1. Ben will be turn 2, and then Tanner will have the last turn at turn 3. Ben promotes, taps Louis to go to 3, and then Gabumon gains another memory to go to 4. He turns Gabumon sideways. Tanner's forced to block. He triggers Cupidmon Inheritable. Trashes a Velgar to gain a memory, go to 5. Pops Minboost, goes to 7. Counting his trash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Activates Jack Raid. Gains 1 memory. Plays Merva, crossing her with the other Merva that was in his trash. So she plays for 8. Then plays back Velgar and Duskmon. So Ben activates the Velgar first. They both mill top 4. Ben mills a Rival's Barrage that plays itself back out. And then swings for game. So Ben does take the match. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.